keeps control for Thompson. Pass for Stevens, wide open underneath on the basket. Great pass.
Backs down, now kicks out, up top to the left side, Caden Dahl. Dahl hesitates, then takes the three and knocks it home good. Dahl to get the turn. Carr trying to keep those legs underneath, then Cassette gets him down, and there's the pin.
Rebounded by Kendra Severson. Severson, here comes Bevins back the other way. Bevins, little contact, roll it in, good for Elena Bevins, and we're tied.
Through and Zeller with an excuse me bump, and here goes Semp for takeoff.
Halsted Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
Good evening and welcome back to Mayville State University for the championship game in Region 2 Class A boys basketball in the state of North Dakota. I'm Joe Lancello. James Martins is courtside as we get ready to bring you all the action of this game. Our pregame show is brought to you by Irie Insurance. Get the insurance protection you want with the customer service you deserve at Irie Insurance. They cover it all from home, auto, crop, commercial, and benefits insurance. Go to IrieInsurance.com to get a free quote. James Martins is standing by with our pregame coaches' comments brought to you by Dakota Heritage Bank. Sharing our heritage, sharing our future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota, dhbanknd.com. James is courtside with Brady Schwab, the coach of the Thompson Tommies.
Thanks, Joe. And I got to say, Coach, ever since you got Tommy, let's bring him in here a little bit. I want to show this off here. Ever since we got this mascot, Tommy, here, you guys are undefeated and maybe playing your best basketball.
Yeah, I don't know. It's one of those, I think it was a Burger King thing or something from State Girls Basketball the guys picked up. And, yeah, if that's a good luck charm, I guess we'll take it. And they've kind of taken a liking to it. So, hopefully it carries a little bit more power.
You guys, I felt like you were close to beating Grafton, but didn't quite have enough. I think one more shot definitely did you good to get Grafton again.
Yeah, it was a 32-minute game, and that's what it takes this time of year where you just got to keep playing. We got up by a few in that game. We got down by a few, and we hung in there, and, Braden makes a play at the end, but he doesn't have an opportunity to make the play if we don't make some other plays along the way. So, it's a tall task again tonight, but, we'll see what we've got left in the tank, and it should be a fun atmosphere.
It's going to be a tough challenge tonight against Dustin Brodina's Devils Lake squad. They're lengthy, they're fast, they're physical. They've got everything you want in a basketball floor. How are you going to attack them tonight?
Yeah, I think you hit the nail on the head. They've got a lot of the key aspects that you need. We've got a lot of those guys too. It's just a matter of, can we stay within system and what we're trying to do? And, you're going to have to rebound the basketball and you're going to have to take care of it. But when it comes down to it, we've seen a lot of these games are ending up in the 60s. So you're going to have to defend, and when you get an opportunity to score, you're going to have to finish.
Head coach Brady Schwab and Tommy joining us on the Dakota Heritage Bank pregame coaches interviews. Coach, best of luck tonight. Thanks for the time.
Thanks, James. Thanks for all the coverage.
Back to you, Joe.
I wasn't able to zoom in and get a really good shot of Tommy, but we'll work on that for after the game if need be. Our pregame coaches' comments brought to you by Dakota Heritage Bank. Sharing our heritage, sharing our future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota, dhbanknd.com. Our pregame show continues after this on yourliveevent.com.
Hi, this is Chrissy Thompson from the Hillsborough and Central Valley School District, reminding you that ethics, integrity, and respect are values important to our daily lives. In our sporting events, educational lessons, and lifetime values taught by school activities. Remember that one simple word, sportsmanship. It's how you play the game. This message is from the Hillsborough and Central Valley School Districts.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. Manage what you can to overcome what you cannot. Farming is all about preparing your operation to be successful when given an opportunity. Invest a few minutes and bring in your seed meters to be reconditioned and calibrated. We have some room, so give us a call and we can help you overcome those simple obstacles. RDK Enterprises, 636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
You finally found the perfect car in Racing Blue. You even got them to throw in the LED fog lights for free. Auto Owners insures your car. Because some people never learn to parallel park. That's simple human sense.
River's Edge Insurance Agency, Halstead. 218-456-2172.
Keep going. More.
And welcome back to our pregame coaches' comments brought to you by Dakota Heritage Bank, sharing our heritage, sharing our future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota. DH Bank and D.com. James Martin's courtside with Dustin Brodina, the coach of the Devils Lake Firebirds.
Dustin, hats off on a great win Tuesday night against Four Winds Minnewacan. Of course, a game where really we get down to the semifinals and any one of these teams can win it, and you prove that you guys aren't just a 3-seed on paper.
Yeah. I mean, it's anybody's ball game. You know, you start the playoffs with a 0-0 record, and anything can happen. It's just a few plays here or there. Who's going to make the shots down the stretch, and it's really anybody's game. Yeah, we're all playing really well right now.
Of course, no team wanted to be in that first quarterfinal to take on either Carrington or Hillsborough Central Valley, but I think maybe it helped you guys get into the tournament mode and get used to this floor.
Yeah, especially when we had a whole week off. We had a week between our last regular season game and that. Yeah, it kind of gets to, rub the dust off, a little dirt off a little bit, and get some shots up and get used to the floor. And, we had to travel another night, but the boys are adjusted well and traveling well.
You've gotten some good guys off your bench in the last couple games, especially guys like Mason Palmer. They've really made some key baskets. Your thoughts on how that's developing going into the championship?
Yeah, Mason and Oliver, when they come off the bench, we don't lose any steps there, and we expect a lot from them guys to come in and play hard defense and hit the shots when they're there, and not lose anything when they're there.
Thompson's coming in playing probably their best basketball of the season. Your thoughts on how you attack them tonight?
Yeah, Thompson's playing extremely well. I mean, they're going to be a hard matchup for us. Their big fellas are playing a lot better, and that's kind of tough for us because they are bigger than us. If we can keep them away from the basket, I think we'll be all right tonight.
Head coach Dustin Brodina joining us here on our Dakota Heritage Bank pregame interviews. Coach, best of luck tonight. Thanks for the time.
Thank you.
Back to you, Joe.
All right, James, thanks very much. Again, our pregame show brought to you by Irie Insurance. For all get the insurance protection you want with the customer service you deserve at Irie Insurance. They cover it all from home, auto, crop, commercial, and benefits insurance. Go to IrieInsurance.com to get a free quote. The starting lineups coming up next on YourLiveEvent.com.
Full Service Foods in Hillsborough provides contract packaging and private label foods for your local and regional retail stores. Full Service Foods is a leader in the upper Midwest for less than truckload quantities for contract manufactured sauces and dressings. They are a privately held company with a reputation for quality and customer service. Full Service Foods is proud to be in Hillsborough and bringing employment opportunities to the area. Find out more at FullServiceFoods.com. Full Service Foods of Hillsborough, proud to support this community event.
Even as a kid, I knew I wanted to be part of Polar Communications because they have such a long history of taking care of their employees.
I'm grateful that we get to work with great people every day, and I get to go home at the end of the day knowing that what we did for the day matters.
It's a great place to be part of a team and feel like you're achieving so much more than just answering a phone call. Polar is more than that. Polar is family.
It's the most prestigious, challenging, rewarding tour on dirt. The most wanted, baddest outlaws, and the most powerful late models on the planet. The World of Outlaws, King's Late Models.
For the first time ever, World of Outlaws at Norman County Raceway on Saturday, June 29th.
Welcome back to Mayville State University. Joe Lancello along with James Martins. The Region 2 Boys Basketball Championship between the Thompson Tommies and the Devils Lake Firebirds. And our starting lineups brought to you by American Crystal Sugar. Live the sweet life. Great careers, quality products, grower-owned, crystalsugar.com. First of all, starting for the visiting Thompson Tommies, Number 2 is Drew Overby, a 6'2 senior, averaging 16.1 a game. Number 3 is Braden Wolfgram, a 5'10 senior, averaging 6.1. He had the winning basket, the go-ahead basket, against Grafton on Tuesday. Carter Peterson is a 6'4 junior, averaging 12.7 points and 6.3 rebounds. Tommy Schumacher, a 5'8 junior, averaging 4.3 points. Gavin Croxton, a 6'4 junior, averaging 7.6 points and 5.7 rebounds. Brady Schwab, the coach of Thompson, the Tommies 14-10 on the season. Now for the Devils Lake Firebirds, Drew Hofstad is a 6'1 senior, averaging 5.5 points a game. Parker Brodina is a 6'4 junior, averaging 14.3 points, almost 6.5 rebounds, and over 3 assists a game. Joel Nelson is a 6'6 junior, averaging 9.6 points. Bo Brodina, number 11, is a 6'2 senior, averaging 10 points a game, and a very strong shooter, 62.8% from two-point range. And Wiley DeLorme, a 6'5 senior, averaging 17.7 points, 5 rebounds, just under 3 assists a game. Dustin Brodina, the coach of Devils Lake, the Firebirds, 21-2 on the season, ranked number 4 in the state in the final Class A rankings from the North Dakota media. The broadcast of this tournament game has been authorized by special arrangement with the Board of Directors of the North Dakota High School Activities Association. And our scoreboard brought to you by Tim Kazette Seed Sales Golden Harvest. Thompson and Devils Lake with a trip to the state tournament on the line. Whoever loses will wind up having to play the third place team from Region 1 on Saturday down in Fargo. And we'll have the opening tap and more when we return to Mayville State University after these words on YourLiveEvent.com.
Goose River Bank is here for the communities we serve, building relationships that last a lifetime. Serving the strong Red River Valley and beyond, we are your neighbors, friends, and family, committed to providing everything from everyday personal banking to loans for your farm or business. Visit one of our locations in Mayville, Hillsboro, or Hatton, or reach out and we'll happily come to you, because it's the neighborly thing to do. Goose River Bank. Strong bank, strong communities.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
It's safe to say we have it pretty good in the Drayton, North Dakota area. Growing sugar beets, making sugar, bringing a little sweetness to the world. Every day, American Crystal Sugar produces sweet products people love in a place we love to call home. It's a thing we like to call the sweet life, and we're proud to share it with you. American Crystal Sugar's Drayton facility has recently started offering a $4 per hour shift differential for rotating shifts. Go to AmericanCrystalCareers.com for more information. Otto Egg wants you to be prepared, no matter what Mother Nature throws your way. Otto Egg offers seed, fertilizer, and chemical options to best fit your operations. They also provide scouting to help find weeds and disease and track crop stands to help producers get a better idea what's going on with their fields. Contact Nick Otto at 701-520-0825 or Kylan Kostreski at 701-520-9875. Mission Court Independent Living at Benedictine Living Community offers independent living, giving you a comfortable lifestyle and freedom to do what you like while leaving chores behind. The monthly rent includes housekeeping, 3 daily meals, transportation, social and recreational programs, plus spiritual care and on-site worship services. Call 218-784-5250 to learn more and schedule a tour. And you can save $1,000 with our move-in special. Benedictine Living Community of Ada, recognized for quality care.
At Ironhide, we like to have our sales guys cater to the owners of the businesses or the customers that they're trying to help out to actually find a solution to their problem. We understand that customers have a job to do, and we strive to keep that job going without interruption.
We've invested so heavily in this facility, but bigger than that, in the people.
I think it's fair to say you pay more now than ever before to operate your vehicles. We've got some relief. I'm Chris Moen with Nodak Insurance. Our auto customers are driving safer with fewer accidents, and for many that translates into lower premiums. If you're not seeing lower rates with your insurance company, call me to compare. You might save some money, and you will get better service. Call me today at 757-1613, or stop by one of my locations at 1913 South Washington in Grand Forks or 207 Main Street in Lakota.
And the Thompson Tommies now being introduced to this crowd at Mayville State University. Drew Overby, Brayden Wolfgram, a pair of seniors. The other 3 are juniors, Carter Peterson, Tommy Schumacher, and Gavin Krogstad. Who is that masked man who is holding up the entrance? Brady Schwab, the coach of Thompson, 14-10 on the year. They got here courtesy of wins over Hillsborough, Central Valley, and Grafton. Devils Lakes Firebirds. Number 4 in the state. They got here courtesy of wins over Carrington and 4 wins Minnewacan. We know that Devils Lake can put points on the scoreboard. They put on 100 against Carrington on Monday night. Can Thompson slow them down, or might the Firebirds be extinguished slightly? Devils Lake won both meetings during the regular season. January 15th at Thompson, 72-50, and December 23rd at Devils Lake by a score of 80-69. Carter Peterson at 6'4" to jump center against Devils Lake's Joel Nelson, who is 6'6". And away we go. Devils Lake basketball. Hofstede for Parker Brodina. Bo Bodina, they are brothers. Parker from the left corner to the basket, missed, and an offensive foul on Parker Brodina. First foul of the game coming 20 seconds in. No pressure from Devils Lake as the Tommies bring it across from right to left in the traveling black with white and Kelly Green. Wolfgram through a wide open Schumacher down low, missed the shot. Nelson rebounds for Devils Lake. Nelson got away from Overby. Here's a 3 from Bobo. Dina doesn't go. Overby got the rebound, does well to keep the dribble after falling down. Overby seeing space, seeing Croxett open for a 3, doesn't go. And a Delorme rebound. And a lead ahead for Drew Hofstede to score. Devils Lake opens the scoring just over a minute in. Peterson left coffin corner. Dribbling in, pass to double team in the lane, shot wouldn't go. And Nelson with a rebound. Hofstede, right wing 3, doesn't go. Overby with a rebound, quickly for Krogstad in the front court. Hands for Wolfgram. will use the Krogstad screen, and ball bounced off a Firebird foot. Thompson will keep it with 23 on the shot clock, trailing 2-0. Overby in for Peterson. And now Wolfgram shovels her Krogstad in the lane, missed the shot. Nelson had a bit to do with that, and he got the rebound. Nelson for Hofstad, left corner three, no. And a foul as Overby got the rebound, took a little poke to the face. That was on Joel Nelson, his first and the second on Devils Lake in the quarter. Wolfgram across midcourt. For Krogstad, back for Wolfgram. Wolfgram with a long three, high off the bracket, no good. Everybody was kind of thrown off, and Parker Brodina got the rebound for Devils Lake. Parker trying to go through the crowd. Blocking foul going to be called against Thompson. First foul on the Tommies in the game, and it's on Gavin Krogstad. Still 2-0 Devils Lake. Fresh shot clock for the Firebirds as they inbound baseline left. Deep for Parker Brodina. Nelson looking to post up. Hofstad left corner three. This one's good. Hofstad with all 5 Devils Lake points. They're up 5-0, 2.5 minutes into the opening quarter. Nice pass for Overby. The floater in off the glass. Overby gets the Tommies on the board, trailing 5-2. DeLorme. Parker Brodina. Hofstad, nice fake, getting to the baseline. Here's a DeLorme three. That doesn't go, and a rebound for Wolfgram. Overby, he'll try a long three. That's off the mark. Krogstad had the rebound, couldn't hang on to it. Now he does, and he gets fouled. Good work by Gavin Krogstad battling for that rebound. Bo Brodina with the foul for Devils Lake, his first and the third team foul. Krogstad, an 89% free throw shooter. To shoot 2 for Thompson. First one good. Krogstad, I believe, has only missed 2 free throws this season. He can cut the Tommies' deficit to 1 here. And does. A little pressure from Thompson now. Schumacher in the backcourt. Hofstad across midcourt. Bo Brodina. Parker Brodina. Parker to the basket. Now for Bo. DeLorme, 15 on the shot clock. DeLorme has a screen. Will shoot a three. Off the mark. And a Krogstad rebound. Thompson a chance to take their first lead. Schumacher for Krogstad. Spinning in the lane, tried to get through a double team. And they'll call a travel on Krogstad. First Thompson turnover. Devils Lake ball. Number 1, Braden Tice. 23, Drew Odenbach into the game for Thompson. Peterson and Schumacher will sit down. Tice had a very solid game against Grafton on Tuesday. DeLorme. Nice feed for Hofstad. Still trying to make his way. Shot blocked by Odenbach out of bounds. Devils Lake will keep it with 4:03 to go in the quarter. 18 on the shot clock. Odenbach with those long, long arms. Parker Brodina. Nelson seeing space to drive. And that's tipped in by Nelson. His first bucket, 7-4 in favor of Devils Lake. Tice. Wolfgram from the right corner. Krogstad popping out high. Left-hand dribble to the lane. Tice. Odenbach with a three. That didn't go. Nelson with a rebound. Odenbach not one for shooting threes. Hofstad for DeLorme, driving right of the lane, shot no foul. That'll be on Braden Tice, his first foul. 2 on Thompson in the quarter with 3:17 to go in the first. Wiley DeLorme will shoot 2. He is a 67.5% free throw shooter. And DeLorme looking for his first point of the evening. Gets the first one right there. Number 2, Mason Palmer. Number 13, Oliver Worth into the game for Devils Lake. As Hofstad and Nelson come out. Thomas Schumacher and Carter Peterson back into the game for Thompson. Wolf, Graham, and Kronk said to get a break. 8-4 Devils Lake. And Brodina making both free throws. The Firebirds equaling their biggest lead at 9-4. Peterson right wing, seeing some room to drive. Couldn't put up the shot. And the Firebirds rebound. Parker Brodino with a 3, around and out. And Odenbach the rebound. Overby through the crowd. Layup doesn't go. Odenbach tried to get the rebound but couldn't hang on to it, and it goes out of bounds. Devils Lake ball with 2:47 to go in the first. No pressure from Thompson. Worth at 6'6", popping out high. DeLorme. Palmer. Parker Brodina. A DeLorme drive just inside the arc from the left, shot doesn't go. Worth got his own rebound and was able to find Palmer for a basket. The two substitutes combining for Devils Lake. And timeout Thompson on the Tim Cassette Seed Sales Golden Harvest scoreboard. 2:11 to go in the quarter. Devils Lake off to an 11-4 start over Thompson in this Region 2 title game. Back after this.
Are you dreaming of building or remodeling your dream home? This is Sonia from the Lighting Gallery, and we can help you from the time you start that dream to the time that your last fixture is hung in your room. We can come out to your house and do an in-home lighting design, picking out fixtures, working within your budget, working within your style, and putting together a full lighting package for you that makes your house feel like a home. If you're building, you're remodeling, visit us at the Lighting Gallery, located at 3622 South Washington Street in Grand Forks.
There's a new inventory of trailers at Bloomfield Enterprises of Hillsborough. You can see the latest inventory online at bloomfieldtrailers.com. Bloomfield Enterprises has a full line of Big Tex trailers. Big Tex has affordable and versatile utility trailers for all your jobs. Big Tex has a full line of products from ATV trailers to gooseneck to dump trailers and more. Call Larry at 218-368-7989 or Tim at 701-430-0877. Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsborough.
For all your insurance questions, see Trail County's NODAC Agents with Answers. Agent Brad Richter in Hillsborough and sales associate Nick Preston in Mayville. And the ball goes over to Devils Lake. Wolf, Graham, and Cronkstead back in for Thompson as Odenbach and Overby will rest. DeLorme around a screen. Top of the key, Worth. Left wing, Palmer. Kicks back for Parker Brodina. Bango with a 3. Parker Brodina's first bucket. Devils Lake by 10 with 1:33 to go in the quarter. Wolfgram for Cronkstead, driving in and getting the roll. Gavin Cronkstead with 4 of Thompson's 6 points. Tommy's down 8 as Palmer into the front court, guarded by Schumacher. Pick and roll for Parker Brodina. Missed the shot, and the rebound for Braden Tice. Peterson, long cross-court pass, caught by Wolfgram. Under a minute to go in the quarter. Wolfgram tried to give and go with Peterson. That didn't work. The Schumacher three didn't work either, and a rebound for Worth. 13-second difference between the game clock and the shot clock, and a foul on Thompson. On Schumacher, that's his first, and 3 on Thompson in the quarter. Bo Brodina out, Parker Brodina out for Devils Lake. Nelson returns to the game, as does Hofstad. Nelson driving to the left block, back out for DeLorme. 5-second difference, game clock and shot clock. DeLorme for Palmer. Hands back for Hofstad, 15 on the shot clock. Nelson. Palmer with a three, in and out. And the rebound knocked away from Odenbach out of bounds. It will stay with Thompson, 10.6 to go in the quarter. Tommy's trailing 14-6. Region 2 title game. Wolfgram around a screen, intended for Overby, tipped away. It's a hot potato, and a three by DeLorme doesn't go. At the end of one quarter on the Tim Kazet Seed Sales Golden Harvest scoreboard, Devils Lake 14, Thompson 6. Second quarter after this on YourLiveEvent.com.
Brock Brent Construction Inc. has been around since 2006. We do commercial and residential concrete and construction. From concrete parking lots, house foundations, stamped concrete patios and driveways, to new construction and home remodels. Call Brock today at 701-430-1011. Brock Brent Construction Inc., serving you since 2006.
Central Valley Bean Cooperative in Buxton, North Dakota has adapted to the growing needs of the edible bean industry since 1982. Production of edible beans helps many growers in the Red River Valley make their farming operation more profitable. These growers are also producing a nutritious, high-protein food source, helping feed a hungry world. Central Valley Bean Cooperative in Buxton, with receiving stations in Hatton, Sharon, Larimore, Devils Lake, Wilton, Washburn, Lincoln, Peasic, East Grand Forks, Grafton, and Garski. Learn more at centralvalleybean.com or 701-847-2622.
Devils Lake basketball to start the second quarter. They've led wire to wire and are up 14-6 as we start quarter number 2. Thompson just 2 of 12 shooting from the field. Devils Lake 5 of 16. Neither team shooting all that spiffy to get going here in the second quarter. Overby from the free throw line, good. Overby with 4, 14-8. Firebirds lead is 6. DeLorme. Hofstad around a screen. DeLorme again. Shot clock at 20. Palmer will shoot just inside the three-point line and score. Mason Palmer with 4 off the bench. 16-8 Devils Lake. Krog sent for Carter Peterson, man-to-man from Devils Lake. Odenbach also in the game, so Thompson with 3 big players. Odenbach trying a reverse layup, doesn't go. And Worth the rebound for the Firebirds. Palmer for Nelson. Stopped his drive, giving to Palmer. 3 from Nelson doesn't go, and a long rebound picked up on the run by Wolfgram. Long 3 from Overby is good. Overby with 7. That's what the Tommies are looking for. Thompson was 0 for 4 shooting threes in the opening quarter. Here's a Nelson feed across the lane and picked off very nicely by Wolfgram. Overby with a 3 from the left, no. And a rebound for Delorme. Shoots well, gets a lot of rebounds. Can even run the team. He'll shoot a three, high right, yes. 5 for Delorme, 19-11. Firebirds back in front by 8. They've led by as many as 10. Just over 2 minutes played in the second quarter. Odenbach top of the key. Peterson left block. Posting up on Nelson and scoring. Carter Peterson's first bucket. Thompson trailing 19-13. Delorme guarded by Krogstad. On top now for Palmer. Hands for Nelson. Nelson fall away off the glass and in. Joel Nelson with 4, 21-13. Long pass for Overby ahead of the crowd, lays it up and in. 9 for Overby as he took off in full flight against the Firebirds. Hofstad for Palmer. Delorme near the sideline. He'll drive to the basket, shovels off nicely. Worth for the jam, couldn't get it. Hofstad got the offensive rebound, and Palmer follows up with a 3. 7 for Palmer off the bench, 24-15 Devils Lake. 4:40 to go in the half. Peterson left wing. Odenbach will now go into the lane and gets the bounce. First bucket for Odenbach, the 6'6 junior. 24-17 Devils Lake, almost midway through the second quarter. Delorme, who I think has played the entire game so far. Right coffin corner, Palmer with a 3. High off the rim, no. And an Overby rebound. Overby into the lane. The floater is good. 11 for Overby. Thompson within 5, and Devils Lake timeout. On the Tim Cassette Seed Sales Golden Harvest scoreboard, 3:51 to go in the half. Devils Lake up on Thompson 24-19. Back after this.
Hey growers, when working on your water management solutions, call Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. They are your water management contractor, helping you with tile drainage plans, service drainage plans, or both. Remember, water management is a lifetime investment. Call Chad 701-430-0182 to get your water problem solved. For more information, follow Chad's Excavating on Facebook. For tile drainage and service plans, call 701-430-0182. Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
For all your insurance questions, see Trail County's Nodak Insurance Agents with Answers. Agent Brad Richter in Hillsborough and Sales Associate Nick Preston in Mayville. 3:51 to go till halftime in this Region 2 championship game. Devils Lake has led throughout 24-19. Delorme in the front court for Parker Brodina, who's back into the game, and now Hofstad. Shovels for Parker Brodina, on top for Nelson. Nice spin move, but a foul, and Nelson to shoot 2. Foul is on Drew Odenbach, his first foul, and the first on Thompson of the second quarter. Joel Nelson, an 85.9% free throw shooter, and that one doesn't go. Nelson with 4 in the game, joined by the Brodina brothers, Parker and Bo. Second free throw good, Nelson with 1 of 2. Hofstad and Delorme rounding out the 5, and here's a drive by Wolfgram for a basket. Braden's first bucket. 25-21 with 3:18 to go in the half. Delorme high right. Delorme driving around a screen and scoring. 7 for Delorme. 6-point Devils Lake lead at the 3-minute mark in the second quarter. Braden Tice back in the game. Spinning into the lane, stopped missed, but he actually traveled to set that up. Just the third Thompson turnover. Peterson and Wolfgram back in for Thompson. Odenbach will sit down, as will Schumacher. Devils Lake up 6 with the ball. Parker Brodina looks. DeLorme will shoot a 3. And Carter Peterson, the Thompson rebound. Tice for Wolfgram. Peterson used Overby as a decoy well and drew a foul. Parker Brodino with the Devils Lake foul, his second and the first on the Firebirds in the second quarter. Peterson, a 68% free throw shooter. Makes the first. 27-22, Thompson down by 5. They've trailed by as many as 10. Have not led or been tied. Peterson hits them both. Carter with 4 on the day. And Thompson within 4 as we near the 2-minute mark. Nelson, top of the key for DeLorme. He's got all kinds of space to drive. Now Parker Brodina sending a screen. Lob down low, out of Parker Brodina's reach, and taken away by Krogstad. Krogstad into the lane, scores. 6 for Krogstad, and Thompson within 2 with 1:45 to go in the half. Parker Brodina, Nelson almost lost it. Now Hofstad, DeLorme. Guarded by Tice. Right corner, Nelson dribbles out. Now into the lane, bounce the ball off a foot. Scramble on the floor. Held ball, the arrow does favor Devils Lake though. With 1:16 to go in the half and 4 seconds on the shot clock. Palmer and Worth in for Devils Lake. Odenbach back in for Thompson to replace Krogstad. 4 on the shot clock as Hofstad to throw it in baseline left. Nice catch by DeLorme. Will he have time to get a shot away? He does. It's off the bracket. Wolfgram rebounds. Thompson a chance to take their first lead. Or tie the score. Here's a Wolfgram 3. Bango! And Thompson with the lead, 28-27. Just under a minute to go in the half. Nice fake by Palmer to get the shot away. Wound up missing it. And it's saved well by Worth to Palmer. DeLorme with a 3. No. And Parker Brodina runs down the rebound. Shot clock off. Parker Brodina missing. Scramble. And Overby got the rebound. The Tommies will play for the last shot. Wolfgram, he'll try a 3 and hit it. 31-27. Quick substitutions. Overby out, Schumacher in, Krogstad in to replace Wolfgram, who gets plenty of low and high fives from his teammates. Parker Brodina from midcourt, air ball. And Thompson has turned the beat around in the second quarter. Outscoring Devils Lake 25-13 in the second frame. And our halftime score in this Region 2 championship game on the Tim Kazet Seed Sales Golden Harvest scoreboard, Thompson 31, Devils Lake 27. We'll sum up the first half after these words on YourLiveEvent.com.
Almost half of the energy used in homes goes toward heating and cooling the spaces we live in. Energy Star certified heating and cooling equipment can improve your comfort while lowering electric bills. Through its Bright Energy Solutions program, City of Hillsborough offers rebates for a wide range of energy-efficient equipment like heat pumps and central air conditioners. You can also get a rebate for having your cooling system professionally tuned up. Call the City of Hillsborough to learn more about rebates or visit BrightEnergySolutions.com.
This is Dustin Nagel with Dakota Heritage Bank. We're a family-owned community bank where decisions are made locally. At Dakota Heritage Bank, we can assist you with all of your banking needs, including checking and savings accounts, credit and debit cards, loans of all types, and more. We offer free mobile banking, online banking, and bill pay services. Just go to dhbanknd.com or download the mobile app for convenient on-the-go banking with Dakota Heritage Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
At Thompson Public Schools, their mission is to develop lifelong learners and responsible citizens. You can visit their website, tps-k12.org, for school announcements and calendars, lunch menus, weather announcements, athletic schedules, and more. Follow them on social media and share in Tommy Pride with student updates and events with Thompson Public Schools. Thompson Public Schools thanks all students, staff, parents, alumni, and community members for their continued support. Good luck to the Tommies. Learn more at tps-k12.org.
This is Tim Kazet, your local Golden Harvest Seeds dealer. During these winter months, as you think ahead to the spring planting season, I remind you there is strong yielding varieties of Golden Harvest beans and corn available for spring delivery. There's discounts offered. Please ask me about Golden Advantage deferred payment options or any cash payment discounts. Call me, Tim Kazet, at 701-430-0877, and thank you for planting Golden Harvest seeds on your farm.
With James Martins, Joe Lancello with you from Mayville State University, the Class A Region 2 championship game. And our halftime show is brought to you by Ryan Updahl Farmers Union Insurance of Hillsborough. Home, auto, business, life, farm insurance. Visit the agency in downtown Hillsborough or call 701-436-5777. Thompson trailed by 8 at the quarter. They were down by 10 at one stage in that first quarter. But in the second half, Thompson has turned it around. They were 2 for 12 shooting in the first quarter, 10 of 12 shooting in the second quarter. 0 for 4 shooting threes in the first, 3 for 4 shooting threes in the second. And leading the way for Thompson offensively is Drew Overby with a 3 and 4 twos for 11 points. Braden Wolfgram, 2 threes and a 2 for 8. Carter Peterson has a basket, 2 of 2 at the line for 4. Gavin Clarks had 2 baskets, 2 of 2 at the line for 6. Drew Odenbach a basket for 2. Tommy Schumacher, Braden Tyson, Gavin. I didn't see Gavin Oster come into the game. And they list him for 0 as far as minutes played, so I'll assume he did not get in the game. Okay. Thompson shooting 50% from the field, 37.5% from three-point range. Thompson 4 of 4 at the free throw line for 100%. The Tommies with 4 turnovers in the first half. They have 14 rebounds, just 1 offensive board, led by Overby with 4 rebounds. Thompson 6 points in the first quarter, 25 in the second for their total of 31. For Devils Lake, the Firebirds with balanced scoring, Wiley DeLorme with a 3 and a 2 and 2 of 2 at the line for 7. Mason Palmer off the bench with a 3 and 2 twos for 7. Joel Nelson, 2 baskets, 1 of 1 at the line for 5. Or 1 of 2 at the line, beg your pardon. Drew Hofstad, a 3 and a 2 for 5. Parker Brodina, a 3-pointer for 3. Bo Brodina has not scored, and Oliver Worth has not scored. Devils Lake 33.3% from the field, 10 of 30, 4 of 18 shooting threes, that's 22.2%, And the Firebirds 3 of 4 at the foul line, 75%. Devils Lake with 3 turnovers, Thompson committing 4, so that's not been a factor in this game. Devils Lake with 16 rebounds to Thompson's 14. Devils Lake with 5 offensive rebounds. Worth and Nelson with 4 rebounds apiece to lead Devils Lake. The Firebirds 14 points in the first quarter, 13 in the second, for their total of 27. As far as fouls go, no one in this game for either team has more than 1, and there were only 8 fouls committed in that first half between the two teams, so the bonus never really got to be a factor there. Thompson leading Devils Lake 31-27 at halftime, and it was a couple of threes. 1 3 by Braden Wolfgram that put them ahead. There was a 3 with 55 seconds to go in the half. I don't remember if that was Overby or Wolfgram who had made that. And again, in this Region 2 championship game, Thompson with the lead, 31-27. The Tommies have lost both regular season meetings to Devils Lake. Earlier today in the third place game, it was Grafton beating Four Winds Minnewacan 70-62. So Grafton will play the Region 1 runner-up on Saturday in Fargo. The winner of this game goes directly to the state tournament without passing go or collecting $200. The loser of this game will face Central Cass or Valley City in Fargo on Saturday, as those two are playing for the Region 1 championship right now. That's our halftime, brought to you by Ryan Opdahl, Farmers Union Insurance of Hillsborough. Home, auto, business, life, farm insurance. Visit the agency downtown Hillsborough or call 701-436-5777. Thompson leads Devils Lake by 4 the third quarter after this.
At Enbridge, we believe sustainability is the foundation of our success. How well we perform as a steward of our environment, a safe operator of essential energy infrastructure, a good neighbor, and a diverse employer defines our success. Learn more about Enbridge's environmental, social, and governance commitments and our Indigenous Reconciliation Plan at enbridge.com.
Don't be fooled by that beat-up old cap. Its faded crown represents the tireless work of America's farmers and ranchers. Its sturdy brim, their dedication to providing our nation with a safe, affordable food source. So we'd like to tip our hat to them. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting those that protect America's food source.
Contact Ryan Opdahl, your local Farmers Union insurance agent, at 701-436-5777 or use the QR code to connect with the agency.
For a top-notch car wash experience, head to Fast Lane Car Wash, situated next to the Petro Stopping Center in Fargo. They treat every vehicle with the same respect and care as their own, ensuring that your car is in good hands from pre-wash preparation to hand-dry finish. Check out the Fast Lane Car Wash on the west side of the Petro Stopping Center in Fargo and spruce up your ride with interior detailing, buff, and wax at the Fast Lane with Thomas, weekdays from 9 to 2. Call 701-799-8226 to schedule an appointment.
With James Martins, Joe Lancella with you from Mayville State University. Region 2 Boys Basketball Championship. As Thompson rallying from a 10-point deficit late first quarter to lead by 4 at the half, 31-27. The Tommies shooting heated up in the second quarter, making 10 of 12. And 3 of 4 from three-point range. Thompson with the basketball in their original starting 5, Overby, Wolfgram, Peterson, Schumacher, and Krogstad. Devils Lake with Hofstad, Bo Brodina, Parker, Brodina, Nelson, and DeLorme. And DeLorme has played the entire game. Tommy's going from left to right in the traveling black. Overby, pull-up jumper, free throw line extended. Left doesn't go. And a rebound for Nelson. Bad for Parker, Brodina. Swinging around to the far side for DeLorme. Easy to miss, or easy to find rather, with the orange shoes. Floater up and in by Bo Brodina, his first basket. 31-29. Devils Lake within 2. Early third quarter. Wolfgram tried the pick and roll, gives for Peterson. Carter left-hand dribble, spin move in the lane, shot didn't go, and a rebound for Nelson. Firebirds on the break. Nice job of moving the ball. And Bo Brodina scores again. 31-all, our first tie. 1 minute into the third quarter. Wolfgram. Nelson, I think, got a piece of that. And the rebound for Hofstad. Parker, Brodina. Left corner, Hofstad. He likes to shoot from there. And this one's an air ball. But an offensive rebound, and Parker Brodina will try. That doesn't go. And Croxted rebounding for Thompson. Wolfgram for Schumacher. Peterson posting up. Shot blocked from behind by Nelson. But Thompson keep possession. Croxted doesn't go. And here comes Devils Lake looking to break the tie. DeLorme, high right. And a foul against Thompson. On Schumacher, that is his second, and the first on Thompson in the third quarter. Schumacher and Peterson out. Drew Odenbach and Braden Tyson in the game for the Tommies. Fresh shot clock. Hofstad on the inbound baseline left. Thought he was going to bowl it out there for a second. Nelson for Bo Brodina. Now DeLorme. Tried to scoop it back. It's loose on the floor. The arrow does favor Devils Lake, though. 5:57 to go in the third. Tied at 31. 24 on the shot clock as Hofstad inbounds baseline left. Lob for DeLorme. Nice move on Tice, but a foul by Tice. 2 fouls on Braden and 2 on Thompson in the third quarter. Fresh shot clock now for Devils Lake as Hofstad again will inbound baseline left. That's about 3 in a row. Lobs it for Nelson. Nelson driving on Odenbach. Nice move in a basket. 7 for Nelson. 33-31, Devils Lake back on the lead. Overby floater is off. Here come the Firebirds, 2-on-2. DeLorme driving, missing. And a Croxted rebound. Odenbach from the left corner, timeout Tommies. On the Tim Cassette Seed Sales Golden Harvest scoreboard, 5:20 to go third quarter. Devils Lake back on the lead, 33-31. Back after this.
Let the geeks at GK Technology help you with your agricultural data. Their agronomists know agriculture. When it comes to creating soils and zone maps to maximize yields in your fields, you can trust the people with decades of experience in site-specific agriculture. Everyone at GK Technology has a background in agriculture, so they know what makes a farm run, and they speak your language. The geeks at GK Technology have a map and an app for that.
For all your insurance questions, see Trell County's Nodak Insurance agents with answers. Agent Brad Richter in Hillsborough and sales associate Nick Preston in Mayville. 28 on the shot clock. Thompson to inbound at the hash mark far side. Down 33-31. Wolfgram got room to drive. Croxted will shoot a 3. That doesn't go. And the rebound, Parker Brodina. And a shot blocked by Odenbach, and here comes Thompson the other way. 6-0 start for Devils Lake to start the third quarter. And a foul. Foul is on Drew Hofstad, his first. That's the first on Devils Lake in the third quarter. Palmer and Worth back into the game for Devils Lake. Hofstad and Parker Brodina check out. Tommy's with a fresh shot clock. Wolfgram in for Odenbach. Peterson, nice pass for Odenbach, except a foul. Oliver Worth with the foul for Devils Lake, his first, team second of the quarter. Tommy's inbound baseline right for Odenbach again. Now for Clock City, bouncing off his foot, and that's over and back. Devils Lake ball with 4:42 to go in the third. Nelson inbounding in front of his own bench. Bo Brodina driving, blocked by Odenbach. It'll stay with Devils Lake with 28 on the shot clock. 4:34 to go in the third. Region 2 championship on the line. Oh, Palmer was wide open. Palmer with 9 off the bench. 35-31 Devils Lake. Under 4.5 to go in the third. Wolfgram for Overby. Drew driving, scoring, and they'll wave it off before the shot. That was a nice shot. Bo Brodina with the foul, his second. 3 on Devils Lake in the quarter. Hofstad and Parker Brodina back in for the Firebirds. Nelson and Bo Brodina out. Drew Overby still questioning why his basket didn't count. Fresh shot clock for Thompson. Crocs, check that. Peterson driving in and scoring. 6 for Peterson, 35-33. Thompson within 2 midway through the fourth quarter. DeLorme, Hofstad. Now DeLorme, left coffin corner 3, yes. DeLorme's second 3 of the game. He's got 10 points. 38-33 Devils Lake. Wolfgram, room toward the lane now for Tice. He'll drive through a crowd and lose the ball. DeLorme, attempted alley-oop. Odenbach got in the way of that. And Thompson comes away with the ball, and Palmer going to be called for a foul. First on Palmer, the fourth on Devils Lake in the quarter. And in some circles, Palmer would have got 2 minutes for tripping. Tice out, Krogstad in for Thompson. And Carter Peterson back into the Tommy's lineup too. Peterson. And they're going to call a foul on Parker Brodina. That'll be his third. Or no, they do call a charge. It's on Carter Peterson, his first, and that's 3 on Thompson in the quarter. I didn't see the charge sign right away. Individually, Schumacher and Braden Tice, 2 fouls apiece for Thompson. For Devils Lake, Parker Brodina and Bo Brodina with 2 each. DeLorme from the right coffin corner. Out for Hofstad. Parker Brodina back in the game. Work it around quickly. A 3 is good from Palmer. He's got a dozen. Devils Lake back up 41-33 with 2:45 to go in the third. Thompson with just one bucket here in the third quarter. 2 points. Here's a floater by Overby. That will count, and a foul. That's the 5th foul on Devils Lake in the quarter. It's on Garrett Peters. Oh, no, they got the wrong player identified. It's Hofstad, his second. Overby with a 3-point play. He's got 13. Thompson within 5, 2.5 to go, third quarter. Palmer, Nelson back in the game. Hofstad flips back for Parker Brodina. And Hofstad, when he got the ball, he was across the baseline. 4th Devils Lake turnover. Thompson ball with 2:22 to go in the third. Region 2 title on the line. Odenbach double teamed. Schumacher, who's back in the game, finds an open Croxett at the free throw line, does not get the roll. And Delorme gets the rebound. Under 2 minutes to go in the third. Delorme fouled. I thought he might have taken a step. Odenbach with the foul for Thompson, his second. That's 4 in the Tommies in the quarter. And Wiley Delorme, a 67.5% free throw shooter to shoot 2. He's 2 of 2 at the line today. The senior with 10 points. Delorme hits the first. Bo Brodina in for Devils Lake to replace Hofstad. Worth will come in for Delorme after the second free throw. Delorme has played the entire game, so he deserves a break. And frankly, he's earned it. Second free throw, good. Delorme out, and Oliver Worth back into the Firebird lineup. Devils Lake now a little pressure. Crosby comes into the backcourt to help out. Wolfgram. Skip pass for Odenbach, and a pass picked off. Here come the Firebirds. Parker Brodina was fouled as he went for the layup. He'll get 2 free throws. That's Odenbach's third foul, and that's 5 on Thompson, so the penalty in effect for both teams. And Odenbach, the first player in this game for either team to reach 3 fouls. Parker Brodina, a 60% free throw shooter, hits the first of 2. Odenbach and Schumacher out. Tice and Croxett back in for Thompson. 44-36 Devils Lake. And Parker Brodina made the second. He's got 5. Back up to a 9-point lead for Devils Lake. They led by as many as 10 in the first quarter. And trailed by 4 at the half. Tice almost lost the dribble. Wolfgram driving. Croxett, 10 on the shot clock. Croxett scoring. 8 for Gavin Croxett, 45-38. 1 minute to go, third quarter. Palmer driving to the basket. Gives for Bo Brodina. Now Parker Brodina back for Bo. Palmer for Worth left corner. Entry pass for Parker Brodina, scores. 7 for Parker Brodina. Devils Lake by 9. About a 3-second difference, game clock and shot clock. Overby. Tice seeing room to drive. Nice spin move against a double team and a foul. And Braden Tice to the free throw line. Joel Nelson with the foul for Devils Lake. That's his second. Penalty in effect. Braden Tice hasn't scored today. He's a 70% free throw shooter. Makes the first. I believe he was 6 of 6 on Tuesday in the win over Grafton. DeLorme back in for Devils Lake, and Worth comes out. 47-39. Second free throw missed. Battle for the rebound. Crossett tried to spike it off one of the Firebirds. It didn't work that way. And good hustle by Wolfgram to block that. What appeared to be a sure layup for Bo Brodina. 13 seconds to go in the quarter with the shot clock off. Palmer on the inbound. Gets it back from Nelson. Palmer not finding an option. Bo Brodina in the lane for Nelson, off balance, missed, and that's the end of the third. Devils Lake storming back in the third quarter to outscore Thompson 20-8. And our score after three on the Tim Cassette Seed Sales Golden Harvest scoreboard. Devils Lake 47, Thompson 39. Fourth quarter of this Region 2 title game after this on YourLiveEvent.com.
At Halstead Living Center and Heritage House in Halstead, they remain committed to their original mission of providing living environments for seniors that maximize health, independence, and quality of life. Residents can enjoy hobbies, socializing, programs, and more at Halstead Living Center and Heritage House communities. For more information on Halstead Living Center and Heritage House in Halstead, call 218-456-2105 or log on to halsteadlivingcenter.com. Halstead Telephone Company delivers fast broadband internet, telephone, and cable TV to residents in this region, including Halstead, Shelley, Neillsville, Climax, Fisher, Bigland, Gentilly in Minnesota, and Hillsborough, Caledonia, Gardner, and Argosville, North Dakota. Serving the area residents since 1904, Halstead Telephone continues to create a bright future for this region using 100% fiber optic technology. Service plans offer flexibility and choices, and there's local support personnel ready to help. Contact Halstead Telephone Company today.
Thompson basketball to start the fourth quarter. They trail Devils Lake 47-39. Thompson just 3 of 11 shooting in the third quarter. Devils Lake was 7 of 15. Wolfgram 3 on the way, short. And Peterson fouled as he was opposed by 3 Devils Lake Firebirds. Joel Nelson with the foul. That's his third. First on Devils Lake in the quarter. And Nelson, the first Devils Lake player to reach 3 fouls. Nice pass to find Krogstad to score. Krogstad with 10. 47-41. Devils Lake leading. DeLorme. Back for Parker Brodina. DeLorme driving through the crowd, missing. And Peterson skied for that rebound. Overby. Krogstad right coffin corner. Around a Peterson screen. Now Overby. Drew driving, missing. And Parker Brodina the rebound for Devils Lake. Ahead for DeLorme. Ooh! That was some gridiron level contact there as Braden Wolfgram called for the foul. His first on Thompson in the fourth quarter. DeLorme to shoot 2. He is 4 of 4 at the line. The senior with a dozen points. First free throw good. Devils Lake with the Brodina brothers, Parker and Bo. DeLorme, Nelson, and Mason Palmer in the ball game. Second free throw good. Wiley DeLorme with 14. Firebirds up 8. Right corner 3 on the way from Peterson, doesn't go. Palmer the rebound. Hands for Parker Brodina. Now Delorme with 23 on the shot clock. Bo Brodina. Parker off for Palmer. Spinning into the lane, lays it up and in. 14 for Mason Palmer. Devils Lake back to a 10-point lead, and Thompson throws it away. Ninth Thompson turnover and a timeout by the Tommies. 6:27 to go, fourth quarter on the Tim Kazet Seed Sales Golden Harvest scoreboard. Devils Lake over Thompson, 51-41. Back after this.
The Hillsborough American Legion and VFW welcome you to bring the family to the Hillsborough Vets Club and enjoy a great meal with a Friday night fish fries during the Lenten season, serving from 5:30 to 7 p.m. All you can eat for just $15 for adults, $4 for ages under 10. Dine in, pick up, or local delivery available. And don't forget to stop in on Saturdays from 5:30 to 7 for great roasted chicken supper. It's the best chicken around. Dine in and take out great food with the Friday night fish fries and Saturday roasted chicken supper at the Hillsborough Vets Club.
There's more at 104. Hillsborough, North Dakota has everything you want in a hometown. Business opportunities, great jobs, and a top-notch school. Shovel-ready lots for your next idea. Great jobs in manufacturing, healthcare, and agriculture. An excellent education for your kids with small class sizes and lots of school spirit. Plus easy access to I-29 and the conveniences of North Dakota's largest cities. Build your future in Hillsborough and see why there's more at 104.
For all your insurance questions, see Trail County's NODAC agents with answers. Agent Brad Richter in Hillsborough and sales associate Nick Preston in Mayville. 6:20 to go in regulation. Devils Lake now with their biggest lead of the game. 53-41. 16 for Mason Palmer. Peterson did well against the double team. Peterson with 8. 53-43. Thompson trailing 2 minutes into the fourth quarter. Delorme at the top. Moving his way in. Layup doesn't go, and Notenbach rebounding for Thompson. 5:40 to go, regulation. Peterson, nice pass for Overby on the run. Missed the shot, and Overby hit the deck. He's still on it. As Devils Lake attack 5-on-4, and a charge called against Joel Nelson, and that is his fourth foul. Drew Overby back on his feet. Oliver Worth in for Nelson for Devils Lake. Drew Hofstad in, replacing Bo Brodina for Devils Lake. Tommy's inbound length of the floor with no pressure. Overby, high right. Peterson pops out high. Finds Schumacher, who's in the game. 3 on the way. In and out. And a Delorme rebound. Almost 3 minutes played in the fourth quarter. Devils Lake up 10 with the ball. Hofstad for Delorme. Delorme tripped and lost the ball. Overby on the drive, yes. $16 for Overby. And a foul on Carter Peterson of Thompson, his second. 2 on Thompson in the quarter. Braden Tice will come in for Thompson at the next whistle. Delorme for Palmer. In for Delorme down low, posting up. And getting the roll. $16 for Delorme. 55-45, Devils Lake. Peterson just inside the arc scores. Peterson with 10. 55-47, 3-possession game. Thompson needs a stop or a turnover. Palmer. DeLorme with 18 on the shot clock. Palmer with a three from the top. No. Foul. Mason Palmer will shoot three after this foul by Thomas Schumacher. 3 fouls on Schumacher and 3 on Thompson in the quarter. Individually, Odenbach and Schumacher 3 fouls apiece for Thompson. Mason Palmer, an 88.4% free throw shooter, his first time at the line today. First free throw good. Palmer now with 17, leading both teams in scoring. Second free throw off the bracket. Braden Wolfgram, Braden Tice back into the game for Thompson. Krogstad and Peterson come out. Interesting, Tommy's now with just one real post player in the game in Odenbach. Palmer makes it 2 out of 3. And he'll be replaced by Bo Brodina. 57-47, Devils Lake 3:44 to go in fourth quarter. Wolfgram cuts to the basket, pulls up, scores. 10 for Wolfgram. Thompson timeout on the Tim Kazet Seed Sales Golden Harvest scoreboard. 3:35 to go in the game. Devils Lake by 8. Back after this.
Hillsboro Dairy, with delivery of fresh dairy products and more to your home door. I've had Hillsboro Dairy delivering cold, fresh dairy products and other items to my door for years. 3 main reasons why. It's the convenience, the products are fresh, and the delivery service from the Udder Guy. Nobody does it like the Udder Guy. Every week, we get the CT. Please call him at 701-436-5877. Delivery right to your door from Hillsboro Dairy.
For all your insurance questions, see Trowell County's NODAC Agents with Answers. Agent Brad Richter in Hillsboro and Sales Associate Nick Preston in Mayville. Thompson with just 1 timeout remaining. Devils Lake with 4 left. Pressure in the backcourt. Hofstad brings it across. Under 3.5 to play. Devils Lake up 8 with the ball. Bo Brodina, top of the key. Thompson going with a shorter, quicker lineup. Parker Brodina open on the left. Kicks it back for Hofstad. Now DeLorme, shot clock at 5. DeLorme will fire a 3. He was fouled and he'll shoot 3. Braden Wolfgram with the foul for Thompson. His second, that's 4 on the Tommies in the quarter. The next Thompson foul will put Devils Lake at the line for the penalty. Wiley DeLorme 6 of 6 at the line, and he'll shoot 3 with 3:03 to play. Missed the first. Joel Nelson looking to come in for Devils Lake after the second of 3 free throws. That's the protocol when someone shoots 3. Makes the second. That was DeLorme's first miss of the night after making 6 in a row. Oliver Worth checking out as Joel Nelson back in the game for Devils Lake, even with 4 fouls. DeLorme makes it 2 out of 3. 10-point lead for the Firebirds. DeLorme with 18. Tice, Overby. Lobs it for Wolfgram. Driving to the basket and scoring. Wolfgram with a dozen, 59-51. 3-possession game, but 2:45 to play, and that's team foul 5 on Thompson. And it's on Wolfgram, it's his third. 2 free throws for Parker Brodina. He's 2 of 2 at the line, the junior with 7 points. And he hits the first. 60-51, Devils Lake in the lead in this Region 2 title game. Second free throw drops in. Yeah. Bo Brodina out for Devils Lake. Mason Plummer back in. Gavin Cronkstead back in for Thompson. And Carter Peterson will come in at the next whistle. Cronkstead for Overby. Scores off the glass. 20 for Drew Over. Check that, 18 for Overby. The other way, Plummer missing from in close. Cronkstead rebounding. 3-possession game. Wolfgram? No. And DeLorme the rebound. Quick gold rush and a layup for Hofstad. Hofstad with 7. Nearing the 2-minute mark. Devils Lake by 10. Overby shot, no. DeLorme double teamed and fouled with 1:53 to play. That's Drew Overby's first foul. For Thompson, Wolfgram, Schumacher, and Odenbach with 3 each. Penalty in effect. DeLorme shooting 2 and making the first. 64-53 Devils Lake. Odenbach out, Carter Peterson back in for Thompson. The loser of this game will meet the third-place team from Region 1 Saturday in Grand Forks. Second free throw missed. Overby, quick shot, drew air. Left corner 3, bango from Gavin Krogstad. He's got 13. 64-56, 3-possession game. And Nelson stepped over the baseline trying to get away. Just the 6th Devils Lake turnover. Tommy's inbound baseline left with 1:36 to go in regulation. Krogstad for Tice. Overby. Wolfgram. Overby with a 3 on the way. Yes! (64-59), a 2-possession game. Braden Tice with the foul, his third. Penalty in effect. DeLorme to shoot 2 with 1:20 to play in regulation. He is not the guy you want at the line because he's been very good from there. And they weigh this one out for a lane violation. There's a break for Thompson. So DeLorme with only 1 free throw here. He made that, and it's still a 2-possession game. Timeout of the Tim Kazet Seed Sales Golden Harvest scoreboard. 1:20 to go, fourth quarter. Devils Lake 65, Thompson 59. Back after this on YourLiveEvent.com.
Hillsborough Drug and Gift is your area full-service pharmacy with prescription and over-the-counter medications, cough, cold, and flu medications, health and beauty items, and more. They offer mail-out service and free delivery in Hillsborough and Halstead. And remember, you can now text Hillsborough Drug anytime for your prescription refills at 701-636-5231. There's always something new with a great selection of seasonal items, gifts, and cards for all occasions at Hillsborough Drug and Gift. They're always happy to help you, and they thank you for your business at Hillsborough Drug and Gift.
Your bank. Protecting homes, vehicles, businesses, crops, personal protections, and so much more. Our service agents answer the phone with a kind of speed and detail that even the Secret Service would envy. Get protected. Get Irie Insurance. Go to IrieInsurance.com for a free quote and consultation.
For all your insurance questions, see Trail County's NODAC Agents with answers. Agent Brad Richter in Hillsborough and sales associate Nick Preston in Mayville. Ball poked loose. Scramble at midcourt. And Devils Lake called a timeout. On the Tim Cassette Seed Sales Golden Harvest scoreboard, 65-59, Devils Lake in front back after this.
At Ironhide, we like to have our sales guys cater to the owners of the businesses or the customers that they're trying to help out to actually find a solution to their problem. We understand that customers have a job to do, and we strive to keep that job going without interruption.
We've invested so heavily in this facility, but bigger than that, in the people.
For all your insurance questions, see Traill County's No-Deck Agents with Answers. Agent Brad Richter in Hillsborough and sales associate Nick Preston in Mayville. And Palmer is fouled by Krogstad with 1:11 to play. 2 fouls on Krogstad. Penalty in effect. Mason Palmer, 2 of 3 at the line today. He's got 18 points. Delorme 20 to lead Devils Lake, and Palmer hits the first free throw. Now a 3-possession game with 1:11 to play. Tice, Krogstad, Overby, Peterson and Wolfgram on the floor as Palmer made the second, giving him 20 on the night. And full court pressure now from Devils Lake. Tice with room to dribble across midcourt. Tice going to go all the way as long as they gave it to him, and a foul. 4th foul on Devils Lake in the quarter. It's on Delorme, that's his first. 13 foul on Devils Lake. Fresh shot clock for the Tommies. Not much time, though. Krogstad. Shot blocked by Nelson. And a technical on whom? It may be on Wolfgram. Or check that. It was on Joel Nelson of Devils Lake. That's also his 5th foul and the 4th on Devils Lake in the quarter with 1 minute to play. 2 free throws for Drew Overby, and the Tommies get the ball back. Overby 1 of 1 at the line today. He's a 76% free throw shooter. And that one didn't go. Coach Dustin Brodina kind of wondering what happened to cause the technical as Overby hits the second, getting 1 of 2. Odenbach in, Tice out for Thompson. And the Tommies will inbound at midcourt with 1 minute to play. 3-possession game, down 67-60. Overby catch and shoot 3 off the bracket. No. Nice follow-up by Wolfgram with the offensive rebound. 2-possession game. Foul with 51.3 to play. Peterson with the foul, that's his 3rd. Penalty in effect. Hofstad at the line. He's a 46.2% free throw shooter. So the Tommies pick the right guy to foul, on paper that is, he makes the first. Schumacher and Tice back in for Thompson. Odenbach and Krogstad out. Looking for 3-point shooters. Second free throw good. It's a 3-possession game now. 50 seconds to go in regulation. Wolfgram. Overby. Floater doesn't go. Rebound tipped out. Wolfgram will fire a 3. That's no good. And the rebound, Palmer. A lead for Bo Brodina to score, and that may wrap it up. 71-62, less than half a minute to play. Overby, they'll let him come in and score. And Thompson will lose their last time out with 24.3 to play. On the Tim Cassette Seed Sales Golden Harvest scoreboard, Devils Lake 71, Thompson 64. Back after this.
The Jacobson Red Angus Annual Bull Sale, Thursday, March 21st at the ranch near Hitterdall, Minnesota. New exciting genetics, 65 of the region's highest quality Red Angus bulls, 20 elite registered heifers, and 5 replacement bred heifers. The sale broadcast on DV Auction. Request a catalog today. Email gjrangus@feltontel.net or call 701-361-3189. Jacobson Red Angus and Partners, Rivers Edge Cattle Company, Prairie Red Angus Annual Bull Sale, Thursday, March 21st. Visit jacobsonredangus.com.
Are you dreaming of building or remodeling your dream home? This is Sonia from the Lighting Gallery, and we can help you from the time you start that dream to the time that your last fixture is hung in your room. We can come out to your house and do an in-home lighting design, picking out fixtures, working within your budget, working within your style, and putting together a full lighting package for you that makes your house feel like a home. If you're building, you're remodeling, visit us at the Lighting Gallery, located at 3622 South Washington Street in Grand Forks.
For all your insurance questions, see Trail County's agents with answers. Agent Brad Richter in Hillsborough and sales associate Nick Preston in Mayville. Full court pressure from Thompson. And Delorme is fouled with 23.5 to play. Braden Tice with a foul, his 4th. The first Thompson player to reach 4 fouls. For Delorme, these will be free throw tries 14 and 15 of the game. First one off the bracket. Gavin Kronk set in. Carter Peterson out for Thompson. Shot clock is off. Possession arrow favors Devils Lake. It's a 3-possession game as far as Thompson concerned, with not much time to do it. And Delorme hits the second of 2. 72-64. Tice back for Wolfgram to fire an off-balance 3. Doesn't go. Rebound Delorme. And a foul with 11 seconds to play. It's on Drew Overby, his second. Wiley Delorme back at the free throw line again. He may be able to claim squatters' rights at the free throw line. His 16th try of the game is good. 73-64. Jordan Gustafson, number 14, a 6'1 senior, checks into the game for Thompson for the first time. Number 12, Brett Mertens, a 6' senior in the game for Devils Lake. And a whole new squadron of Firebirds will come in. Second free throw missed. Gustafson the rebound. 73-64. Overby losing the handle. 0, Max Palmer. 22, Trayson Beck. 14, Josh Deckard, a senior. And Devils Lake will run it down, and they'll go to the state tournament. Wild scoring fourth quarter, and Devils Lake will go to state. Thompson will go and play the third place team in Region 1 on Saturday at Fargo. Final score on the Tim Cassette Seed Sales Golden Harvest scoreboard: Devils Lake 73, Thompson 64. James Martins will be courtside to talk to our players of the game, and also we'll have the awards for Class A Region 2 Senior Athlete of the Year and the All-Region team. Back after these words on YourLiveEvent.com.
I think it's fair to say you pay more now than ever before to operate your vehicles. We've got some relief. I'm Chris Moen with Nodak Insurance. Our auto customers are driving safer with fewer accidents, and for many that translates into lower premiums. If you're not seeing lower rates with your insurance company, call me to compare. You might save some money, and you will get better service. Call me today at 757-1613 or stop by one of my locations at 1913 South Washington in Grand Forks or 207 Main Street in Lakota.
Treat yourself to a great career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Team up with quality people making quality products. Full-time and year-round in a stable business. With great pay and benefits including time off available from day one. American Crystal Sugar Company invests in you to promote your continued growth and career advancement. Grow your career, doing your best work within the world's best beet sugar company. Apply online today at AmericanCrystalCareers.com.
And let's go downstairs now to the public address announcer as the awards for this Region 2 tournament are announced.
The all-region team as voted on by the region coaches. Please come to the floor to receive your award when your name is called. We will take a group picture once all team members have been recognized. From Devil's Lake, Wiley Delorme. From Devil's Lake, Parker Brodina. From Devil's Lake, Joel Nelson. From Four Winds, Minnewacan, Dang Dang. From Four Winds, Minnewacan, Dalen Leftbear. From Grafton, Braylon Baldwin. From Grafton, Kyler Droog. From Grafton, Tony Villarreal.
This is not just for the tournament, this is for the entire season.
From Hillsborough Central Valley, Landon Olson. From Hillsborough Central Valley, Jacob Brandt. From Thompson, Drew Overby. And from Thompson, Carter Peterson.
And now it's picture time. Two Thompson players, Drew Overby and Carter Peterson, of those who played in this game. Parker Brodina, Wiley Delorme, and Bo Brodina from Devil's Lake. Along with Hillsborough Central Valley seniors Landon Olson and Jacob Brandt. Dang Dang from Four Winds, Minnewacan.
Our Region 2 Senior Athlete of the Year from Four Winds, Minnewacan, Dang Dang.
This young man has had a tremendous season. One of the top scorers in the state. A little more photography here as Dang Dang stands with Dave Nelson of Hillsborough Central Valley, who is the tournament director.
Region 2 Athletic Director of the Year From Hillsborough Central Valley, Dave Nelson.
They're serious.
The Region 2 Coach of the Year from Grafton, Riley Lillamone.
And there was a lot of competition for that, I'd imagine, as the competition between Grafton, Devils Lake, and Four Winds Minnewacan was through the course of the season.
At this time, would a team representative from the Thompson Tommies please come forward to accept your second place award? Thompson will play at NDSU in the Shack on Saturday and play the third place team from Region 1 at 3 p.m. for a chance to compete for a berth in a state tournament in Fargo starting Thursday.
And we'll have that on YourLiveEvent.com.
Now, would a team representative from the Devils Lake Firebirds please come forward to accept your Class A Region 2 Championship plaque? Congratulations and good luck at the State A tournament. Thank you for your support of Region 2 boys basketball. Hope to see you at the state tournament in Fargo. Congratulations, Devils Lake Firebirds.
And the mini stampede now starts. Our post-game show brought to you by Randy Huey, your local Farmers Union agent in the Carrington area. Contact him for all your crop, farm, commercial, home, auto, health, and life insurance needs. Visit Farmers Union Insurance in Carrington for great service and rates. And the Devils Lake players will be posing for some pictures here. And our final score on the Tim Gazette Seed Sales Golden Harvest scoreboard, Devils Lake 73, Thompson 64. We'll return to Mayville State University after these words on YourLiveEvent.com.
If you're looking to upgrade your appliances, Olson Hardware in Hillsborough is the place to stop, as they have sales and service for all your major appliances: refrigerators, freezers, washers and dryers, stoves, dishwashers, and microwaves. Olson Hardware also now has in store the Amazing Rest mattress. It's a high-quality, affordable mattress designed to help you achieve amazing rest. If you're in need of a mattress upgrade, stop and check out the Amazing Rest mattress. And don't forget about all of your general hardware items, too, at Olson Hardware in Hillsborough.
Otto Egg wants you to be prepared, no matter what Mother Nature throws your way. Otto Egg offers seed, fertilizer, and chemical options to best fit your operations. They also provide scouting to help find weeds and disease, and track crop stands to help producers get a better idea what's going on with their fields. Contact Nick Otto at 701-520-0825 or Kylan Kostreski at 701-520-9875.
Welcome back. Time now for our Energy Player of the Game, brought to you by Enbridge. Life takes energy. Enbridge, energy for life. Enbridge.com for career opportunities. Enbridge.com. James Horton standing by with the spark off the bench for Devils Lake, Mason Palmer.
Mason, heck of a game here, not just tonight, but a great performance off the bench on Tuesday night. It seemed like you were gaining confidence with every game in this tournament, not just you, but your team. Your thoughts on putting it all together and winning a region title?
Yeah, well, we started out slow in that game, and we just had to come back at halftime and just move the ball around. That was really the key to winning that game, and we just had to keep playing more like a team.
You had to go against some great guards on the Thompson side, a couple of them being seniors, and Wolfgram and Overby and Schumacher even. Your thoughts on going up against those experienced guards?
Oh, yeah, they're really great shooters, so you always got to stay out on them. They're triple threats. They can drive, they can shoot, so you just got to have a game plan for them, and that's it.
What does a performance like this mean to you as just a sophomore?
It really means a lot to me because I come off the bench, so it's like just got to gain confidence as I go through the season. And these games really raise my confidence, and it's great.
Heading to a state tournament next week, what are you looking forward to the most?
I'm looking forward to winning it, really. I just want to score a lot of points and as a team and just move the ball. Hopefully bring over that hardware.
That's Mason Palmer, Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. Mason, congratulations. Thanks so much.
Thank you so.
All right, James Martins, thanks very much as we look for more Thompson players Devils Lake players to speak to. And here's Bo Brodina.
Let's bring in Bo Brodina. Thanks, Joe. One of the 5 seniors on this squad. And Bo, first of all, winning this region title as a senior, what does it mean to you to win the region and go to state?
Oh, it means a lot. We worked so hard for this, and it finally came through when we needed it to.
Of course, you got a tough assignment. It's always tough for any player to play for any head coach, and you got to try to not just impress your coach, but impress your dad a little bit. Your thoughts on that challenge?
You know, I don't think of it too much. I just play my role on the team and make sure, like, Wiley, DeLorme, and Parker Brodina, they get the ball and do their thing.
You mentioned Parker, your brother. How does it feel to he's a younger brother. How does it feel to make him a little bit more of the spotlight?
You know, I'm a little frustrated, but, you know, it's all good at the end of the day, and at the end, we're brothers, and I can't be that mad.
Good brotherly love. What are you looking forward to most next week at the state tournament?
Well, looking forward to winning it all, but we got to come and work hard. There's a lot of good teams out there, and nothing granted for us.
Senior Bo Brodina joining us. Congratulations. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
All right, James Martins, thanks very much as the line continues now. Drew Hofstad of the Devils Lake Firebirds.
Drew Hofstad joining us. Drew, what does it mean to you to win a region title and go to the state tournament?
Feels pretty good. It's been the goal since the start of the year, and now we're making it happen.
You were coming up against a tough Thompson team that was gaining confidence. What did it take for you to stifle that confidence and win this game?
Just tried to outwork them. I was just like the main goal, out hustle, get every loose ball, get every rebound. That's kind of it.
Drew, it seems like this group, not just of seniors, but the whole team just loves to have fun. They love to play basketball, fly around, make plays. Take us into practice a little bit. What is that like?
It's super competitive, but it's also fun at the same time. We push each other every day and just make it a fun environment to be.
You, of course, have had a tough schedule this season in the regular season. You've seen a lot of teams. Is there any team you haven't seen this year that you hope to see at the state tournament next week?
Oh, we haven't seen Kindred yet, and I think that's about it.
That's Drew Hofstad, one of the 5 seniors joining us. Drew, congratulations.
Thank you.
And we'll keep it down here, Joe, as the line is keep it coming in here with a guy who almost has my last name, and Brett Mertens. And Brett, I know you come off the bench a little bit, maybe don't get quite as many minutes, but your thoughts on the role you play in this team?
I'm more here to just hype them up, get them going, and make sure they're doing their thing.
Brett, of course, the Mertens name, well known for basketball around the Devils Lake area. Where do you think you fit into that conversation?
I'm a little bit different. I just do my own thing. I do what I like, and basketball runs in the family, but I keep my part.
Take us into the insight to hear of this senior group, kind of about this special group of 5 and playing with them.
Yeah, we've been together since we were really young. We've been traveling together since day one, and we want this so bad, and we know we got it.
You know you want it so bad. You got now 3 games left to win to the state tournament. What's going to take it all?
We just got to play our game. Don't let anyone speed us up, and if we do our thing, we will win. Senior
Brett Mertens joining us. Brett, thanks so much.
Yep.
And we bring in another senior here. This is Josh Deckert. Josh, as with Brett, you maybe don't get the minutes that some of the other guys get, but I'm sure you have a role like everybody else on this team.
Just get in the game, work as hard as I can, rebound, and play defense mainly.
Of course, you do a lot of things at practice, a lot of drills, a lot of competitive environments. What's your favorite maybe drill or favorite component of practice?
Just like the family component that we have. Just all of us work as hard as we can. We push each other to be better.
Devils Lake has had some success at the state tournament in decades past, but you guys get to go back in this new division. What does it mean for you to be one of the first state tournament teams in the new Class A?
It's a privilege to be on this team. We have a great team, and I hope that we can just be there for our community and just compete and be there.
Josh Decker joining us again, senior. Josh, thanks so much.
Thank you.
Joe, we'll get Wiley here in a little bit, but let's throw it back to you.
All right, James, thanks very much. And our post-game interviews brought to you by Dakota Heritage Bank, sharing our heritage, sharing our future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota, dhbanknd.com. Devils Lake the winner over Thompson, 73-64. Devils Lake advance to the state tournament in Fargo, the state Class A tournament. Thompson will have to play the third-place team from Region 1 on Saturday in Fargo to be able to advance to the state tournament. Wiley Delorme posing with the trophy for some pictures, and Coach Dustin Brodina of the Devils Lake Firebirds joins us now with James Mertens.
Coach, first of all, congratulations coming to play 3 games in this tournament. Your thoughts on what your guys learned the most from this set of 3?
Well, the thing we learned the most is that it's a tough region and that you can't make any mistakes. You've seen that in the second quarter. We started making some mistakes and not doing the things that we believe in, and just great teams are going to jump on it and pounce on it. And that's what kind of led them to, take that lead going into halftime. So, it's not easy coming out of this region, and I mean, we're really fortunate and grateful that we were able to come out number 1 in this tournament.
Coach, it seemed like you had the good game plan. You had the edge on Thompson for most of the game, even with those mistakes in the second quarter. Your thoughts on executing tonight against Thompson?
Yeah, I thought we executed really well, other than that one stretch, that 3-4 minute stretch of the second quarter. And that's been our motto all years, just to play team basketball, move the basketball real fast and get that defense on their heels and then play a solid defense on the back end. And I thought we did that pretty well tonight. Our goal is keep them under 60. I think they ended up with 62, so the guys will have a couple crushers next practice. But we did a great job, and followed the game plan, I thought, pretty well.
When we talk to your players, your seniors especially, about practice, they said it's a fun, competitive, family atmosphere. Your response to that?
Yeah, I mean, one of the things when I started coaching, one of the things I needed to make a change was we got to make practice as competitive as we can. Every single drill's got to be competitive. Every game, every little situation's got to be competitive. So then when it comes to this game situation, it's, second nature to these guys. And yeah, we want to make it fun, and that's kind of the fun part about it, is that our practices are competitive. So the guys want to come to practice every day. It can get a little repetitive and, get a little monotonous, I guess you want to call it. But yeah, that's the fun part about it, yeah.
Of course, you mentioned team basketball, everybody kind of getting involved, having their role. Mason Palmer tonight was our player of the game. Just a monster game for your guys, monster last couple of games. Your thoughts on his continued progression? Yeah,
Mason's a great player. He comes off the bench and he steps up big time. And that's kind of our motto, that any one night some guy will get hot, they leave him open or forget about him, and he knocks down the shots, or and then he's feeling it, and that's what and then we got to be happy for him, and that's what we want to believe in, and we got 7 guys that we kind of been rotating, and like I said, any one night it might be another guy that steps up.
It's been a pretty special year for you and your family. Of course, Devils Lake girls winning the state title, and talking to Bo in the post game, and him kind of mentioning a little bit that it's tough for him to make Parker more of the star and to facilitate things for him. But he's up for the challenge, and he's privileged to do that as a brother.
Yeah. Parker gets a little more of the limelight than Bo does. But Bo works extremely hard. And Parker's, I guess, just maybe gotten a little bit more opportunity, and not to take anything away from Bo, he's got a different role. He plays more of a defensive role, and when the shot is there, knock it down, And yeah, they're at home, with Tylee winning it all. We haven't really had a chance to sit down. It's been kind of a whirlwind, but yeah, I'm sure they're a little jealous, and they want to match that, because it's competitive in our house as well. There's no shortage of that in our household.
You mentioned that, the guys got some business to take care of. They want to equal what their sister did. Your thoughts on what this team still needs to do in order to win a title?
Yeah, this sets us up pretty well. I don't know exactly where we're going to be seated, but it gives us a good opportunity to get to Fargo and make some noise down there. We got to get back to work next week and get to what we believe in, work hard, and hopefully show up in Fargo and make some noise.
Coach, anything else from this tournament run that you want to share with our viewers here about getting to the state tournament?
It prepares us big time. This tournament prepares us for the big stage. The packed crowd, the loud noises. That's going to prepare all 3 of these teams. Even the 2 teams that play Saturday. It's going to prepare them for Saturday. And it's going to prepare us for the state tournament. So, that's kind of the fun atmosphere about this region.
Hey, Coach Dustin Brodina joining us on the post-game. Coach, congratulations. Enjoy this one. We'll see you next week.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
And our post-game coaches' comments brought to you by Dakota Heritage Bank, sharing our heritage, sharing our future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota. dhbanknd.com. James Martin's now with Wyatt Delorme of the Devils Lake Firebirds, the Region 2 champions.
Yeah, Joe Wiley Delorme, he's holding all the hardware, holding all the accomplishments there. Wiley, first of all, congratulations on an outstanding senior career, and it continues at the state tournament. Your thoughts on next week?
I'm excited, man. First time being there in a long time. I've never been there myself, so it's going to be fun.
Pretty competitive atmosphere here this last week. It must have felt electric just getting to the top of the mountain here in the region.
Yeah, it feels good, man. We probably have the best region in Class A basketball. Going into the tournament, I think we had a little bit of adversity going into it. We knew that we had to play really good teams to get to the top, which we did that. It just feels really good.
You drew some prime matchups this week, including against Dang Dang, some matchups. Walk me through what it is like going against that talented, the senior athlete of the year.
He's good, man. He's probably the best player in basketball right now in North Dakota. And that's just playing against him over and over and over. Like, he's that good of a player. I give him praise, man. I wish he was coming with us. Like, we've known each other our whole lives, basically. Like, since grade school. Played against each other, which he's good. He's good.
I think the whole state would be a little bit disadvantaged if Dang Dang came and joined you guys at Devil's Lake.
Yeah, it would be quite a powerhouse, man. It would.
What about this team has improved your game personally?
Dustin's been making me work on getting to the rim and creating shots for myself. Just off the dribble shots. Like, I need to still work on those, as you can see. I haven't hit any of them in the game yet. Only catch and shoot right now. But it feels good. I don't know. I just need to work on everything.
State tournament next week. What are you looking forward to the most?
Just the atmosphere. I've never been there. I've always attended a state tournament, but I never played in one. This is going to be really good to play in one, and I'm really excited.
Wiley Delorme, congratulations. We'll see you at the state tournament next week. Thanks so much.
Thank you, sir.
And back to you, Joe.
All right, James Martins, thanks very much. Our post-game coaches' comments brought to you by Dakota Heritage Bank, sharing our heritage, sharing our future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota. dhbanknd.com. Devils Lake going to the state tournament from Region 2 with a 73-64 win over Thompson. We'll run over the final stats and have our other post-game awards after these words on yourliveevent.com.
As a farmer, I have thousands of more mouths to feed than the average person. What fuels me to get the job done? The smell of the soil and the hum of the combine. What fuels my equipment? Cenex Ruby Fieldmaster, a premium diesel fuel for the most challenging conditions. Better than any formula yet, delivering maximum uptime every time. Cenex Ruby Fieldmaster, fueled by innovation, powered to perform.
For farm fuel and lubricants, call Rob at Pearly Community Co-op, 218-861-6802.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting what's important in life.
Hi, this is Chrissy Thompson from the Hillsborough and Central Valley School District, reminding you that ethics, integrity, and respect are values important to our daily lives. In our sporting events, educational lessons, and lifetime values taught by school activities. Remember that one simple word, sportsmanship. It's how you play the game. This message is from the Hillsborough and Central Valley School Districts.
This is your livelihood, and success requires a seed partner that's just as committed as you are. Just like you, we're farmers first, so our values are rooted just as deep and our goals are just as strong. Our team is ready to hit your fields, so no matter what each growing season brings, we'll get through it together. It's who we are. Thunderseed, first in the field.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
Almost half of the energy used in homes goes toward heating and cooling the spaces we live in. Energy Star certified heating and cooling equipment can improve your comfort while lowering electric bills. Through its Bright Energy Solutions program, City of Hillsborough offers rebates for a wide range of energy-efficient equipment like heat pumps and central air conditioners. You can also get a rebate for having your cooling system professionally tuned up. Call the City of Hillsborough to learn more about rebates or visit brightenergysolutions.com.
Ahead of schedule, the 620 has landed. The new versatile 620 tractor is now on the lot at Ziegler Ag Equipment, Highway 9 North Ada. Talk to Chuck and wheel and deal. This is at 2023 pricing, big discounts, huge savings. Make your purchase now. Save thousands of dollars on the new versatile 620 tractor. It's on the lot at Ziegler Ag Equipment. You can check it out today. Ziegler Ag Equipment, Highway 9 North Ada. Get the deal done on this new versatile 620.
Welcome back to Mayville State University. Joe Lancello and James Martins with you as Devils Lake advances to the State Class A basketball tournament, winning Region 2 tonight, 73-64 over Thompson. And to run down things, Devils Lake jumped off to a 14-4 lead in the first quarter, and they were up 14-6 at the end of the first. But in the second, Thompson outscoring Devils Lake 25-13. And it was the Tommies going in front of the dress at halftime, 31-27. There were a couple of threes by Braden Wolfgram that put Thompson in front. But then Devils Lake in the third quarter came back with a 6-0 start to regain the lead, and they never lost it after that. Devils Lake up 49-37 after three. Their biggest lead was 12 points, 53-41 in the fourth quarter. And the Firebirds win it 73-64. Devils Lake now 22-2 on the season. And Thompson is 14-11. Thompson will be playing the third place team from Region 1 Saturday. I believe that's a 3 o'clock game at Fargo at the Shack. And James, you know who that is?
Yeah, let's run down the scores here. Let's go with the A opponent. We do know Thompson's opponent is going to be Valley City. They defeated Central Cass 68-53, so it'll be the Highliners and the Tommies at the 3 o'clock game. Game before that, it'll be Grafton, who again in our third place game defeated Forensville-Hawkins 70-62. It'll be Grafton, and this one just went final. It'll be Grafton and Wahpeton 65-50. The final. Kindred is off to the state tournament along with Devils Lake. Other scores in A, Bottineau beat South Prairie Mac 61-51 in the third place contest, and in that region's championship, Deluxe Burlington over Stanley. The Lakers are back to the state tournament 50-41. In Region 4 and the championship in overtime, this one just went final. Shiloh over Beulah 75-70 in a minor upset, pun intended. And as well, Killdeer in overtime as well. Both those games went to overtime over Standing Rock Community 63-58. So Killdeer will take on Beulah, and Stanley will face Bottineau in the other state qualifier games. And in Class B, New Rockford Cheyenne over Langdon area and Moore Munich, 40-36 in a third-place game. Edgeley Cullum Montpelier edges Ellendale, 45-40 in a third-place game. And the Battle of the W's, Washburn over Wilton Wing, 58-52, gets the ultimate W. And our Redeemers oust TGU, 42-39. Those are the third-place contests. Championship contests in B, these are almost all state qualifiers. North Star gets past North Border, 64-40. Sargent County over Lemoore Litchfield Marion, 55-51. And Bowman County beats Garrison, 75-40. Those three teams off to the state tournament. Again, Bowman County and Sargent County, the girls and the boys teams, both making it to the state this year. West Hope Newburgh about to get revenge over Bishop Bryan, 59-52. 4 minutes left to go in the game in the Region 3 championship. So right now the matchups look like this in Fargo on yourliveevent.com. It'll be New Rockford Cheyenne. They will meet Lemoore Litchfield Marion in a state qualifier game. And the other state qualifier game, it'll be North Border facing off against Edgeley Cullum Montpelier. And again, in another state qualifier. So that is what we know from around the scores.
Okay, James, thanks very much. And our post-game show brought to you by Randy Huey, Farmers Union Insurance from Carrington. Randy is your local agent in the Carrington area. Contact him for all your crop, farm, commercial, home, auto, health, and life insurance needs. Visit Farmers Union Insurance in Carrington for great service and rates. Checking on the scoring for Devils Lake, Wiley Delorme with 2 threes, 2 twos, 12 of 16 at the foul line for 22 points. He also had 7 rebounds. Mason Palmer off the bench, 2 threes, 5 twos, 4 of 5 at the line for 20. They were the only two players in double figures for Devils Lake. Drew Hofstad and Parker Brodina with 9 apiece. 7 for Joel Nelson, plus 11 rebounds and 4 block shots. 6 for Bo Brodina. And Max Palmer, Faustin Olsen, Brett Mertens, Oliver Worth, Josh Deckard, and Trazen Beck all playing, did not score. Devils Lake, 41.5% from the field. 6 of 21 from three-point range. And 23 of 29 at the free throw line, just under 80%. 8 turnovers against Devils Lake. Firebirds, 36 rebounds, and on the offensive side. Devils Lake, 14 in the first, 13 in the third, and the second, 20 in the third, 26 in the fourth, for their total of 73. Thompson led by Drew Overby with 2 threes, 8 twos, 2 of 3 at the line for 24 points. Braden Wolfgram, 2 threes, 4 twos, 14. Carter Peterson, 4 baskets, and 2 of 2 at the line for 10. Gavin Krogstad, a 3, 4 twos, 2 of 2 at the line for 13. Drew Odenbach, a basket for 2. Braden Tice, 1 of 2 at the line for 1. Thomas Schumacher and Jordan Gustafson played and did not score. Thompson, 44.1% from the field. 5 of 18 from three-point range, 27.8%. 7 of 9 at the foul line, 77.8%. 11 turnovers against Thompson. They had 28 rebounds, 6 on the offensive side. Thompson, 6 points in the first quarter, 25 in the second, 8 in the third, 25 in the fourth, for their total of 64. We had one tie. That was at 31. We had 2 lead changes. Thompson's biggest lead was 31-27 at the end of the second quarter. But Thompson still alive with a chance to go to the Class A state tournament. Grafton also still alive as the Spoilers defeated Four Winds Minnewacan 70-62 earlier today. And now for our precision play of the game, brought to you by RDK Enterprises of Hillsborough and Drayton. For precision planning updates, information, questions, contact RDK Enterprises of Hillsborough and Drayton. Call 701-636-2119 or visit planterdoc.com. RDK Enterprises is here to help you. I got to go with Wiley Delorme's free throw shooting, 12 of 16. Not only doing a lot to get to the foul line, but he took advantage, making 12. So that's our precision play of the game, brought to you by RDK Enterprises of Hillsborough and Drayton. Now our HTC postgame connection, brought to you by Halstead Telephone Company. keeping you connected. Discover local reliability you can trust, halsteadtel.com. James, I'm kind of at a loss for this one. Got any ideas?
I think you mentioned it before. It wasn't just Wiley Delorme's free throws. It was the free throws as a team. I feel like that probably took the edge over Thompson. I don't. You have to refresh my memory on the free throw stats, but.
Devils Lake with 29 free throw tries. They made 23. Thompson just 9 tries. They made 7.
And getting to the line, both made their opportunities, but Devils Lake, the more physical team, we knew that coming in, and they were going to get to the line if they didn't get buckets, and they were going to capitalize at the line, and they certainly did that. That's a great connection.
All right. Our HTC postgame connection brought to you by Halstead Telephone Company, keeping you connected. Discover local reliability you can trust, halsteadtel.com. And we will have 4 games for you, I believe 4 games from Fargo on Saturday.
Yep. It will start with, again, the A games, similar to the same as the girls. So, again, Thompson will play Valley City. Thompson will play Valley City at 3. Before that, it'll be Grafton and Wahpeton at 1 o'clock. And then the B games to follow, it'll be New Rockford, Cheyenne, and it'll be Lemoore, Litchfield, Marion. And then it'll be Edgerly, Cullen, Montpelier, and it will be North Border will play as well. So those are our 4 games. Again, Chase Miller will take you through those games from the Shack in Fargo on yourliveevent.com. Should be a good time, Joe.
Absolutely. I don't know much about the B field, but the A games certainly are worth going out of your way to see.
I think both games are going to be, both classes, both divisions, I'd say. That B battle between North Border and Edgerly, Cullen, Montpelier might be my pick of the day. EKM was the district champions, I believe. They won their district and lost to a really good Sargent County team, if I'm remembering correctly. And they only beat Ellendale by 5, a team they played in that district championship, I do believe. So that's going to be good. North Border's been good all season long. We talked to their head coach earlier on the Wiley Coaches Show. They've got some great athletes up there. It's going to be a fun game. I think that might be the game of the day.
And we've had a lot of great games here at the Region 2 tournament. The games that we've had Monday, Tuesday, and today. Thanks again to all the folks at Mayville State for their accommodations and hospitality. Thanks also to Dave Nelson, the tournament director. Thanks to all of our sponsors for allowing us to bring you this coverage on yourliveevent.com. And make sure you thank our sponsors. Just stop in and say hello and thank you. And we thank you for watching, which you have done in great numbers. For James Martins, I'm Joe Lancello. The final score here in the Region 2 Boys Basketball Championship game, Devils Lake 73, Thompson 64. Have a good night, and we'll talk to you later. Good night, everyone.